Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another makeup I'm decluttering video. I believe this is number 3. There is so much more makeup. This actually makes me sick to my stomach. Not only to know that all this was in my collection, plus what I still have left, and the fact that I am going to be giving it away. Like, yeah. Just because I love makeup so much. This will be the last video you see for a little while, because I've really cleared my collection out. I have downsized a lot, and what I have left is what I know that I'm going to keep for now. With that being said, I have a container full, okay, overflowing actually, and then I have this over here as well. So this first little container here, it's mainly like eye pencils and stuff. First we're going to do these All That Glitz from Bolero. These are shower steamers. They're not good. They don't really work in the shower, but I thought that maybe my sister might want to try them. And also, I did like this Bolero facial mist, but I don't find myself reaching for this near as much as I reach for the rose water from Garnier that I actually have, and so I'm gonna let one of my sisters have this as well. Okay, I have a ton of eyeliners. Even this thing, I don't even know. I may throw that in the trash. I used it a couple times. It was okay, but it's one of them fads, you know, silicone applicator. But I have a ton of like Color Workshop eyeliners, and here there's some NYX Jumbo pencils. I've just had them so very long that all the eyeliners and stuff you see are gonna go in the trash. Eyeshadow pencils from LA Colors, more eyeliners. A few of these shades, it's really difficult for me to let go, but they're just so old, it's not safe to use on your eyes anymore. Wet n Wild blush here in Heather Silk. I do believe that this is a very beautiful shade, but I have so much stuff that's similar to this in my blush drawer that I'm just going to let this one go. I do have this Fergie Wet n Wild highlighter in Rose Champagne Glow. This is very beautiful, but yeah, I have very similar highlighters that I would use over that. Well, I went through and e.l.f. Quads LA Colors blush, because I have a LA Colors blush palette. The CoverGirl True Blend Minerals here. I always kept this around because I thought it was like a beautiful highlight, and it is, but I never reach for it anymore. e.l.f. Singles, Sally Girl Singles, LA Colors Loose Shimmers, more of those. The last one I have, I'm just never going to use it. There's so much glitter that falls on your face. These like credit card, like slim palettes. I have stuff from LA Colors that I actually like a lot better. I did keep my favorite one. I can't remember its name, but Clean Color, and I'm a sucker for wanting to buy and try stuff out, because you know, I'm a YouTuber, and that's what you do. You know, you get new content, or you buy stuff, you make new content, yada yada yada. But hanging on to every little thing is just not, you know, good. So the LA Colors, this is from the Eye Vault collection, which I did like this, but it's so powdery, and I used it for tutorials, and now it's time to go because I don't really use it. These LA Colors Metal Lipsticks, never really was. They're okay, but I didn't love them. This is a lip duo. I didn't really like that on myself either. More e.l.f. The Color Wave from Color Workshop. Although I did really love this, I have like the 120 palette, so I'm gonna keep that instead. So I have like loose glitters, and these are just, I don't know, either I have a finer glitter than this, or cosmetic grade, or I just don't reach for these. Some of these LA Colors trios and stuff, I did tutorials with them and stuff, and although I do love LA Colors, I just can't hang on to every little piece of LA Colors I've ever owned. my drawers are out of control and I want to be more organized. It makes me, you know, feel antsy and stuff when my drawers are not in order. But this BYS, I did really like this, but I also have lots of other neon palettes that I prefer. These little Santee eyeshadow palettes, although they were really good, once again, just don't really have the room for them. More LE colors. Back in the day, I really loved these. I still own several of them, but I just can't store everything. Another one of these little slim credit card palettes. Glitter eyeliners. These glitter eyeliners were starting to separate. A couple of these bouncy blushes. I loved these back in the day, but the consistency has changed and, you know, no longer safe to use. More glitter liners. The other one go. Oh, and another glitter here. More of these shadow pencils, and you won't see also like there's like lips product in here because in the past I already went through a lot of the lip stuff, and what I have now, the drawer isn't even full, so I feel like it's good. It's under control. The eyeshadows, as you can tell, was the big issue, and eyeliners, so I'm going to let the Too Faced Glamorous to go. This is actually very beautiful. Beautiful little palette. But I was mainly just keeping it for this beautiful golden olivey shade and this opalescent shade. And I have similar shades. Some limited edition Wet n Wild stuff. Embrace Obscurity. I love Wet n Wild, but once again, I don't really reach for these two palettes like ever, like one tutorial and done. So, and this is So Very Oud Sugar Plum. A lot of the Maybelline stuff, I swatched all of these, and these did not swatch very good at all. So I kept the ones in my collection that are really pigmented and that I use still, like Designer Chocolates and the Almond Satin Maybelline eyeshadows. If you don't own those, they still have them. Those are awesome little palettes. Some more of those. I love Maybelline. They're probably my favorite drugstore brand. A lot for like eyeshadows and stuff. Well, actually all around. I love all kinds of Maybelline stuff. And I really love Wet n Wild too. But Maybelline, I don't know. But these Almay little trio things. One of those. More glitter eyeliners. e.l.f. blush and contour from e.l.f. LA Studio highlighters. These are beautiful, but at the same time, I have stuff that is actually better than that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be getting rid of it. A hard candy. These are so beautiful. It's got streaks of glitter in it, and this is called Asteroid. It's so beautiful. The e.l.f. Camo Concealer, only because it's the wrong shade. So I gotta go back and get the right shade. The lash adhesive, this is still good, but I recently bought a new Duo one, and I just don't need a ton of lash glue, so I need to get rid of that one. And the Rimmel Stay Matte, I used to love this, and this is a new tube. I recently got this at the beginning of the year, and they changed the formulation or something. It's still a good foundation, but it just makes me look so cakey, and just, I don't know, like, it's just not for me anymore. This Amuse concealer is loose AOA Studio powders. I have e.l.f. blushes. Here's Malibu Glitz blush. I never use. Very beautiful, but I literally never use it. Eyeshadow primer from Clean Color, I believe. Once again, never use it. Just for a few tutorials. There's some liquid eyeliners. I have all these hard candy dollar blush bronzers, and they're all in here. Actually, if I can just find them. Blush, bronzer, and highlights. This is Living Doll. So if you have this and you bought the dollar one, same thing. Very beautiful blush shade. But if you have Living Doll, same thing. The bronzer, I don't really like. They smell amazing though. And the highlight is literally like Tiki from Hard Candy. So, same thing. This is Hard Candy, like this highlight trio. Very glittery. Not a fan. Very, very glittery. This is the Complexion Perfection. Never reach for that. This is a bag of like sponges and stuff. The Rimmel Good to Glow. Really liked this, but once again, I really never reached for it. The couple times that I did use it, I did like it. But I just don't like liquid highlighters as much as I prefer the just powder. And then I absolutely love this palette when it was new and good and fresh. Now it doesn't swatch right and it just seems a little off, so this has got to go in the trash. But it's the Amuse palette in Temptress, and I have done so many tutorials with this, you guys. So I have to check that AOA Studio or Shop Miss A playlist out. Before I get to these last couple palettes, I wanted to share with you, I am getting rid of the Clean Color Give Me Shade Multi-Finish Eyeshadow Palette in Wine. I would honestly hardly ever reach for these shades here, and someone else might get better use out of it. Plus, there's some beautiful, really beautiful shades in here, but I have very similar stuff in my collection. And from Broadway, I am getting rid of, I really like these palettes. It's not they're bad. This one's in Hera. You can't get this anymore, but it's just a basic brown palette. And how many basic brown palettes do you need? And I have other stuff that I use way more. And so I kept the ones that I'm going to continue to use. And this one is just not my shades at all, but it's an Aphrodite. And yeah, it's once again, it's neutrals, it's light pinks, very beautiful and well loved. Like these palettes, I've used them several times, but just not something that I reach for in like a ton, so why keep it? And then it kills me to get rid of these two items, but I never reach for them. I've done one tutorial using them, and honestly, there are things in my collection, once again, that I love so much more than these two palettes. So here's Mars from Beauty Glaze, and these are supposed to be Huda Beauty dupes for their gemstone line or something, I think it was called. So this is a dupe for Ruby. The shades are a little off, but they're still fairly close. And here's Saturn, which was a dupe for Topaz, except it has more orange in it than it did yellow. And very beautiful, very beautiful. But honestly, I never reach for them. And I am keeping the, I believe it was Uranus palette, because it was the dupe for Emerald, and that's the one I really wanted anyways. And it's the one that's most closest, I believe, to the Huda Beauty ones. But these gotta go too. I was pretty brutal in this declutter this time, because I was like, okay, I want to keep all of this, but really, do I need to? I don't. A lot of it's owed, needs to be tossed, and I just don't need all this clutter in my makeup stuff, and it just drives me crazy. So especially when I can't store it correctly, like how correctly in my head I would want it to be, if that makes any sense. So with that said, we'll probably do an updated makeup collection soon, because this will be the last declutter video for a while, like I said. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's a lot there, and I am proud of being brutal on the collection, because I really need to downgrade. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Like the video, comment, subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't already. And thank you always for watching.